If you have started to feel that strange tingling in your feet or a burning sensation that seems to come and go without warning, you are not alone, and more importantly, this is not something you should ignore, because what many people dismiss as a small discomfort can quietly become one of the biggest threats to your independence after 60. Neuropathy does not usually begin with sharp pain. It begins subtly, a slight numbness, a loss of sensitivity, a feeling that your feet are not responding the way they used to. And over time, that quiet signal can turn into something far more serious, affecting your balance, your stability, and your ability to walk safely through your daily life. And here is what most people never realize. By the time the discomfort becomes noticeable, the nerves may already be under stress. And if nothing is done, this can slowly reduce circulation, weaken the connection between your brain and your legs, and increase the risk of dangerous falls, which remain one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. But there is something very important you need to understand right now. Your body still has the ability to respond to the right kind of stimulation, even after 60, even after 70. And even if you have already started to feel these symptoms, the right movements done consistently can help wake up your nerves, improve blood flow, and restore a level of control that many people believe is already lost. This is not about intense workouts or complicated routines. This is about simple targeted movements that send signals back to your nervous system, reminding it how to function properly again. And when done correctly, these exercises can help reduce tingling, improve sensation, and bring back a sense of stability that changes how you move through your day. So stay with me, because what you are about to see are 6 carefully selected exercises that focus directly on your feet, your legs, and your circulation. And one of them in particular has shown surprising results in helping people regain sensitivity faster than expected. The first exercise may look almost too simple, but do not underestimate its effect, because it targets one of the most overlooked areas when it comes to neuropathy: your toes. Exercise number 1, toe lifts and spreads. While seated comfortably with your feet flat on the ground, begin by slowly lifting all your toes upward, keeping your heels and the balls of your feet firmly pressed against the floor. Hold this position for a few seconds, and then gently lower your toes back down. Now, instead of lifting all toes together, try to spread them apart as much as you can, even if the movement feels small or limited at first. This movement may feel unfamiliar, and that is exactly why it is so powerful, because many people lose fine motor control in their toes without realizing it. And this loss of control reduces the ability of the foot to stabilize the body properly. By practicing this exercise, you are reactivating small muscles and nerve pathways that play a crucial role in balance and coordination. And over time, this can help improve how your feet respond to the ground beneath you, making each step more controlled and secure. What makes this exercise especially effective is that it stimulates nerve endings directly in the toes, which are often the first areas affected by neuropathy. And as these nerve endings receive more consistent signals, they begin to communicate more effectively with the brain, improving both sensation and awareness. It is recommended to repeat this movement slowly, for about 10 to 15 repetitions, focusing on control rather than speed, because the goal is not strength alone, but reconnection between your brain and your feet. Many people report that after just a few days of practicing this simple movement, they begin to notice subtle changes, a slight increase in warmth, a better sense of contact with the floor, or even a reduction in that constant tingling sensation. And while this may seem like a small victory, it is actually a powerful sign that your body is responding and beginning to recover its natural communication pathways. Now, while this first exercise focuses on awakening the smallest muscles in your feet, the next one expands that effect by improving circulation in a way that directly supports nerve health and overall leg function. Exercise number 2, ankle rotations. This next movement builds directly on what you just activated, but now we begin to involve circulation in a much deeper way, because one of the biggest hidden problems behind neuropathy is not only nerve sensitivity, but reduced blood flow to the lower extremities. While seated or lying down, lift one foot slightly off the ground and begin to slowly rotate your ankle in a circular motion. Make the circle as wide and controlled as possible without forcing the movement after 10 slow rotations in one direction. Switch and rotate in the opposite direction. Then repeat the same process with the other foot. This may seem like a simple joint movement, but what is happening inside your body is far more important, because these rotations help stimulate blood vessels around the ankle and foot, encouraging fresh oxygen and nutrients to reach areas that may have been deprived for some time. When circulation improves, nerves receive better support, and this can reduce the numbness and tingling that so many people experience, especially during long periods of sitting or at night when blood flow naturally slows down. Another important benefit of this movement is the improvement of joint awareness, which plays a critical role in balance as we age. When your ankles become more responsive, your body gains a stronger foundation, and this reduces the chances of instability or sudden missteps. It is important to move slowly and with intention. Do not rush through the rotations, because the effectiveness of this exercise comes from controlled motion, allowing your muscles, your joints, and your nervous system to fully engage with each circle. Aim for about 10 to 15 rotations in each direction for both feet. And if you feel stiffness at first, that is completely normal. In fact, that stiffness is often a sign that the area has not been moving enough and needs this type of gentle stimulation. Many people begin to notice a warming sensation around the feet and ankles after performing this exercise, which is a clear indication that circulation is improving and that your body is responding to the movement. Over time, this simple habit can help reduce that heavy or tired feeling in the legs and create a stronger connection between your lower body and your overall sense of movement. And while improving circulation is essential, there is another factor that often goes unnoticed: the strength of the muscles that support your feet and your legs, because without strength, even good circulation cannot fully protect your stability. That is exactly where the next exercise comes in, and it focuses on rebuilding that strength in a way that is safe, effective, and surprisingly simple to perform at home. Exercise number 3, seated heel raises. Now we begin to activate one of the most important muscle groups for walking stability, the calves, because these muscles act like a natural pump, helping push blood back up from your legs toward your heart. And when they are weak, circulation slows down and nerve health can suffer. While seated with your feet flat on the floor, slowly lift your heels upward, keeping your toes firmly pressed into the ground. Hold the position for a brief moment, and then gently lower your heels back down. Repeat this movement in a slow, controlled rhythm, focusing on the squeeze in your calf muscles each time you lift. This exercise may feel simple, but it plays a critical role in restoring the natural flow of blood through your lower legs and feet, and that improved circulation directly supports nerve function, helping reduce numbness and discomfort over time. As you continue this movement, you are also strengthening the muscles responsible for pushing your body forward when you walk. And this is essential for maintaining independence, because strong calves allow for smoother, more stable steps, reducing the risk of imbalance. Another benefit of heel raises is the stimulation of nerve signals that travel from your feet up through your legs and into your brain. Each repetition reinforces this communication, helping your body relearn how to coordinate movement more effectively. It is recommended to perform about 15 to 20 repetitions, taking your time with each lift and focusing on control rather than speed. If the movement feels too easy, you can hold the raised position slightly longer to increase activation. Many people begin to notice that their legs feel lighter and more responsive after practicing this exercise regularly. And this is often a sign that both circulation and muscle engagement are improving together. What makes this movement especially valuable is that it mimics a natural motion your body uses every day, but in a controlled and focused way, allowing you to rebuild strength without putting stress on your joints. And as your calves become stronger, they help stabilize your ankles, your knees, and even your posture, creating a chain of support that protects your entire lower body. But strength alone is not enough because your body also needs flexibility to move freely and without restriction. And when muscles become tight, they can limit circulation and place extra strain on already sensitive nerves. That is why the next exercise focuses on gently restoring flexibility in a way that supports both movement and comfort, helping your legs feel less rigid and more capable with each step you take. Exercise number 4, calf stretch. As strength begins to return, it becomes equally important to restore flexibility because tight muscles can compress blood vessels, restrict circulation, and place additional stress on already sensitive nerves, especially in the lower legs. To perform this movement, stand facing a wall and place both hands against it for support. Step one foot back while keeping the other foot forward. Bend the front knee slightly while keeping the back leg straight and the heel pressed firmly into the ground. You should feel a gentle stretch along the back of your lower leg. Hold this position for about 15 to 20 seconds, breathing slowly and allowing the muscle to gradually release tension, then switch sides and repeat with the other leg. This stretch may feel subtle, but its impact is significant because as the calf muscle lengthens, it reduces pressure on surrounding tissues, allowing blood to flow more freely and giving nerves the space they need to function properly. Tight calves are one of the most common but overlooked contributors to discomfort in the feet and legs, especially for those who spend long periods sitting or have reduced mobility. And over time, this tightness can limit your ability to move with confidence. By incorporating this stretch into your routine, you are helping your body regain its natural range of motion, making each step feel smoother and less restricted. And when movement becomes easier, your confidence in walking naturally improves. Another important benefit of this stretch is the reduction of tension that builds up throughout the day, particularly in the lower legs, which often carry more strain than we realize even during simple daily activities. It is important not to force the stretch go only as far as feels comfortable, because the goal is to gently encourage the muscle to relax rather than pushing it into discomfort. Many people notice that after holding this stretch, their legs feel more relaxed and their steps feel less stiff, especially when transitioning from sitting to standing or when walking after a period of rest. Over time, this simple practice can help reduce that tight, heavy feeling in the legs and support a more natural, fluid walking pattern, which is essential for maintaining balance and preventing unnecessary strain. And while flexibility and strength create a strong foundation, there is another crucial element that ties everything together: your ability to coordinate movement between your brain and your body. Because without proper coordination, even strong and flexible muscles may not respond in time when you need them most. That is where the next exercise becomes especially important, because it trains your body to work as a connected system, improving not only how you move, but how confidently you move through your environment each day. Exercise number 5, heel-to-toe walking. Now we begin to bring everything together. strength, circulation, and flexibility into one coordinated movement. Because neuropathy is not only about what you feel in your feet, it is about how your entire body responds to movement in real time. Stand upright in a safe area where you can support yourself if needed. Begin by placing one foot directly in front of the other so that the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot. Then slowly shift your weight forward and take a step, repeating this pattern as you move forward in a straight line. This movement may feel slightly challenging at first, and that is exactly why it is so effective, because it forces your brain, your nerves, and your muscles to communicate more precisely with each step. As you perform this exercise, your body is constantly adjusting your balance, making small corrections, and strengthening the connection between your feet and your nervous system. This is critical for preventing falls because it trains your body to react quickly and efficiently when stability is challenged. Heel-to-toe walking also improves proprioception, which is your awareness of where your body is in space. This awareness often declines with age and neuropathy, making movements less predictable and increasing the risk of missteps. By practicing this movement regularly, you are essentially retraining your body to move with intention and control, restoring a sense of confidence that many people feel they have lost over time. It is recommended to take about 10 to 15 slow steps, focusing on accuracy rather than speed. If needed, you can perform this exercise near a wall or a sturdy surface for support until you feel more comfortable. Many people notice that after just a few sessions, their balance begins to improve and their steps feel more deliberate and stable. And this improvement can carry over into daily activities, such as walking on uneven surfaces or navigating tight spaces. What makes this exercise especially powerful is that it mimics real-life movement in a controlled environment, allowing you to build skills that directly translate into safer, more confident mobility throughout your day. And as your coordination improves, you may begin to feel a greater sense of trust in your own body, something that neuropathy often takes away gradually without notice. But even with all of these benefits, there is one final piece that many people overlook, something that can enhance everything you have done so far and help your body fully absorb the effects of these movements in a deeper, more lasting way. This last exercise may seem the simplest of all yet. It holds a unique ability to calm the nervous system, improve circulation, and reinforce the connection between your brain and your lower body in a way that ties everything together. Exercise number 6, foot massage and pressure stimulation. This final step may appear simple, but it is one of the most overlooked and powerful ways to support nerve recovery, because while movement activates your muscles, direct stimulation activates your sensory system, which is essential for restoring feeling and awareness in your feet. Sit comfortably and place one foot over your opposite knee. Using your hands, gently massage the sole of your foot, applying light to moderate pressure with your thumbs. Focus on the arch, the heel, and the base of your toes, areas where nerve endings are highly concentrated. As you apply pressure, move slowly and pay attention to how each area feels. Some spots may feel more sensitive or slightly uncomfortable, and that is often a sign that those areas need more stimulation and attention. This type of manual stimulation sends direct signals to your brain, helping it recognize and reconnect with areas that may have become less responsive over time. And as this connection improves, many people begin to notice a gradual return of sensation and a reduction in that persistent numbness. Another highly effective variation is using a small ball, such as a tennis ball or a soft massage ball. Place it under your foot and gently roll it back and forth, allowing it to apply consistent pressure across different areas. This not only stimulates nerve endings, but also encourages blood flow into the tissues, supporting overall foot health. What makes this exercise so important is that it addresses the sensory side of neuropathy, which is often neglected, while most people focus only on strength or movement. But without proper sensory feedback, your body cannot fully coordinate or stabilize itself. Spending just a few minutes each day on this practice can create a noticeable difference in how your feet feel and respond. And over time, this can translate into better balance, improved comfort, and a greater sense of control when walking or standing. Now, when you combine this final exercise with everything you have done so far, the toe activation, the ankle mobility, the calf strength, the flexibility, and the coordination, you are creating a complete system of support for your lower body, one that works with your natural physiology rather than against it. And this is where many people begin to see real change, not from a single movement, but from the consistency of small, intentional actions repeated day after day. From what I've seen over many years, one truth becomes clear. Your body responds to what you give it when you move it thoughtfully. It adapts when you stimulate it consistently. It reconnects, and when you care for it daily, it becomes stronger, more reliable, and more capable than most people expect at this stage of life. Neuropathy does not have to define how you live your days. It does not have to take away your confidence, your independence, or your ability to move freely through the world. But it does require attention, awareness, and the willingness to take small steps that lead to meaningful change. Each of these exercises is more than just a movement. It is a message to your body, a reminder that it still has the ability to improve, to recover, and to support you in living fully. So take a moment now and think about which of these exercises you can begin today. Even starting with one can make a difference because progress is not built in dramatic leaps. It is built in consistent actions that respect your body and support your future. I would like you to share something with me. What is one change you feel ready to make after watching this? Because when you say it out loud or write it down, it becomes real. And it becomes the first step toward a stronger, more stable, and more confident version of yourself. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If this has helped you in any way, consider sharing it with someone who may need it, and continue taking care of yourself with intention, because every day you do is a step toward a better tomorrow.